Just get it out of your head and onto the paper. The result, your brain can stop holding those thoughts because it knows they're safe on the paper. This is how you give yourself permission to check out. Micro meditation for the busy mind. Hi everybody, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. This is Rachel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. I'm grateful to be here today to be able to do this reading to you. As I was doing my own card reading and then shuffling the cards, a few cards came out while I was just, shuffling to do them and get them ready. So I didn't get it on video, but the cards it seemed to kind of fall right at me. Not all together either. So I'm here and we're going to interpret this. This is a general reading. If it doesn't resonate, take what does and leave the rest. Maybe it isn't for you. In some situations may need to be reversed. Flip the script. It may be another party. It could be you. This is a reading for all signs, and this is a timeless reading. So when you see this, you are meant to see it. And this reading will be for you. So let's try to dive into this. And I asked everybody just to kind of gather yourself, gather your thoughts, maybe sit down, take a deep breath in and hold it for 5 seconds and then exhale. Just let go of all of that junk and all of that stuff that's clouding your brain so it can clear, so you can be here and just focus on the cards and what it says. I am here to just interpret the cards. I'm not a psychic. I can't tell you the future. All I can tell you is that if you're here and you see this video, you come across it, that means there's something in it for you and me, and you are meant to be here. So once again, thank you. Welcome back to all my subs and all my fans and my haters. Love you all. And if nobody told you today that they love you, I do. I love each and every one of you, regardless. If you don't like me, if you do, if you're white, if you're black, if you're purple, if you're small and you're tall, it doesn't discriminate. So let's get into the card reading, folks. And once again, like I told you, grateful to be here. And if you want, I'd like you to, if you want to hit the like button, smash that like button for me and subscribe. That really helps me because without you guys and all my subscribers, this channel wouldn't be here. So grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. And I hope everybody is healthy and well and in positive mind frame and moving one foot in front of the other, always moving forward. The past is the past, so don't look back. That's gone. Look forward. And that's all I can tell you. That's all we can do. Keep our head up and try to put one foot in front of the other. No matter what, there's going to be life. Life happens, and it is what it is, and sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good. But with anything that happens in life, there's always the good with the bad. There's always pros, there's always cons. So, like I said, when I did do this, I also asked any spirits, any guides, gods above, anybody at higher beings, angels, please help me pick these cards. And they came out. And so I guess we can just get into it. So, just so you know, the first card that was drawn that came out right to me was the King of Wands. So, with that being said, the King of Wands came out first, and this is just a general reading. It's really nothing, like no subject, really. It's just in general, hopefully within the next couple of weeks of what's going to happen, what's going on. So, for this next week or two, the cards are, very specific set of instructions. They tell a story. They tell, a situation, a scenario, and this is real. But like I said, if it doesn't resonate, then just take what does and leave the rest for the next person and fill in the blanks. Switch the script if you have to. You might need to do that. And what resonates with you is not going to always resonate with anybody else in the same way. So let's get into it. These cards that were drawn, though, is a very specific set of instructions.
because so much of the energy is in reverse. If you notice, there's a lot. I want to say 3 or 4 cards were in the reverse. So the action that needs to take is actually about stopping certain behaviors that you have. So certain behaviors that is going on, rather than adding new ones to your plan, to your routine, to your list of things to do. So, so with that being said, let's talk about it. So when I said it right here, the Queen of Wands, right here, was the first card that came out, um, and it came out so fast, and it landed right at me. So it's saying that it represents you at your best. You're confident, you're independent, and you're capable of handling anything. Um, but you are naturally a leader. That's what that also says. Who others look up to you and look to you for inspiration, and have confidence and look up to you because they like what you do and how you deal with things and how you go about life, and that's a good thing. So that's a very strong. The reading started off very strong because that's a very strong, vibrant energy with the king. I'm sorry, with the Queen of Wands, and it represents you at your best. You're confident, independent, and capable of handling anything if you put your mind to it. And you're naturally a leader who others look to and they inspire. They look up to you for inspiration. And then after that, when I was like, "Oh, what's going on with that? Please elaborate." It's almost like it's the current, like the challenge, with the Ten of Wands. That was the next one right here. That was the next card drawn, and the Ten of Wands came up reversed. So I told you a couple of several cards came up reversed. So that card usually means whatever burden you're carrying, and something that's heavy on your heart. It's too heavy. It's a lot. And it's in the reverse, so it shows that you're reaching a breaking point. Like you're at a point almost to say, F it, fuck it, you know what I mean? Sorry guys, but it is what it is. That's exactly what it says here. And that somehow you're finally realizing after all the time that you cannot carry everything on your own. You can't carry your burdens, everybody else's burdens, whatever else is going on. You can't carry all that burden. So you're either dropping the ball because you're tired, like you're like kind of throwing in the towel. You're like, well, enough is enough. I'm exhausted. I can't do this anymore. Or you're learning to delegate because you have to. Um, so it's either one or the other, and whatever the situation is, I can't tell, but you fill in the blank for that situation. Only you would know. So when the next card was the Knight of Wands, and that was also in reverse. This card correct right here. So that's also usually about full steam ahead. Like you're get up and go. You're all about like trying moving forward. You have that faith, that mindset that you can do this, and nothing's gonna turn you back. But it's in the reverse. So the energy here is scattered. Like whatever it is going on with you. It's a lot of things and it's scattered. You know what I mean? But it might make you feel restless, maybe frustrated also, or somehow there's some delays and you're stuck. You feel like you're stuck there and nothing's moving forward. It's just sitting there, and it's delaying whatever you want to achieve from that goal. So you want to move fast, but something either for your own burnout is forcing you to stay, but it's warning against impulsive decisions, like making decisions on the fly and just going for it. So that they're warning you, you know what I mean? While you're feeling drained and stuff, this is a time that maybe you shouldn't be so impulsive on those decisions. Maybe you should sit back, take some time, think about that before you want to just jump and just do it. You know what I mean? So the next card, I was wondering when, what's the turning point? When is this going to change? Right here, the feeling stuck and feeling overburdened, and then that's when I got the two of wands, and that's also in the reverse. This card correctly right here. And that says, it normally means, planning the in the world, is that your call, it's your oyster, it's it's on you, it's free reign, your reign, your thing. But it's in the reverse, so it's saying, you know it's indecision, so maybe a little bit of being scared, maybe some fear of the unknown, maybe because you don't know what's going to happen, and that puts, a lot of fear, and you don't know what to do. So right now you might be playing it safe. You know what I mean? I feel that you are, and I feel like the situation is meaning for you, not another party. um let's see, what does it say? You got that indecision. You're not sure which direction to take. Do you take the path on the left? Do you take the path on the right? You're having a very hard time trying to decide that. So you're not sure what direction to take. You're very kind of stuck at a rock and a hard place. You know what I mean? So you're feeling your long-term plans have been put on hold. Um, so that kind of burdens you. That kind of leaves you stuck and in a rut, and you're kind of like, what direction do I go? What do I do now? Because I feel like I'm stuck and there's no way out. So I asked the next card. I asked, like, okay, well, how can we get this? Like, is there a way to get out of this? What do we need to do? What tell us? And the cards came out, and that came out right here with the Knight of Cups, and that was face up. So the Nine of Cups is actually a wish card. That's kind of, to break it down real simple. So I missed all of that heavy, reverse wand energy that we had. Quite a few wand energy. Um, it's beautiful. It is a beautiful sign. That's a good sign that things are good. Things are kind of, the sun is, the light shining. Um, so I apologize, my phone. So, and it suggests that emotional satisfaction and contentment are within reach. It's there. It's just to remind you to focus on what makes you happy, because you need to work on you, and stop taking everybody else's things and doing it for everybody else, because right now it's scattered. It's too much, and it's leaving you like, what do I do? Like, what the fuck is going on? But you got to take time for you. You know what I mean? Like, the burden is too heavy on you, and to focus on what makes you happy. Internally, what makes you happy, rather than just what you are achieving externally. So you need to kind of be inside, take care of yourself, and really look at yourself, sit with yourself. What makes you happy? So the last card that was drawn was the Magician, which is absolutely a good card, and that's like reclaiming you, reclaiming yourself, and a person. It's kind of it tells a story of you reclaiming your energy, reclaiming you, like, the your and the Magician is a master of all elements. Actually, right here, this card, right here. And it says, stop worrying about the lack of progress that you're making. Stop worrying about that. Uh, you know what I mean? And you've already had everything you need, that you have the power, and you have the tools and the intellect to turn this situation around. Only you can do that, though. But if you look deep inside of yourself, I know that you can do that. That's what it's saying. And it represents a fresh start to where you are back in, you're back in the driver's seat. You're back in charge. You thought about it. You kind of put all these things at ease, put other things on hold, and now you're in the driver's seat. You're in charge. You're the boss. And I believe that you got that. So, the reading all together, let's say it's a story of personal reclaiming. It began with, like, the Queen, which is a very powerful card. But as you took too much on with the Ten of Wands, which has gives you a loss, you have a loss of momentum. You don't feel like as good and up and ready to go as you used to be. And with the Knight and the Two of Wands, the universe is telling you to stop trying to hustle. hustle your way out of it. Stop trying to rush your way out of it. There's no need for that. By letting go of the burdens that aren't yours, you make room for the Nine of Cups, which is happiness. You know what I mean? Because you deserve happiness no matter what. And the Magician, which is manifestation, the shift here is that you're moving from working hard to working smart. So there is a difference there. You are transitioning from a period of doing into a period of creating. So for the week or two, your cards are giving you a very specific. It's telling you a very good the set of instructions are right there in front of you. And energy in reverse, the action that you need to take is actually about stopping certain behaviors, stop those impulsive behaviors, stop for a moment, rather than adding new ones to that. To your plan, stop and take a break, halt. You know what I mean? So, so here, what not to do. I'm getting from these cards is don't start anything brand new, especially the night. That's what the Knight of Wands and the two of Wands in reverse is telling me. Your timing is off, and if you try to launch a new project or try to make something new, and make a big deal, it will make life changes this week, and you'll likely feel scattered, of course, delayed, frustration, angry. That's all to be expected. But don't be the hero, okay? You are likely feeling heavy on some delegation, some obligation that you need to do. Well, that's what the Ten of Wands in reverse is letting us know. Stop trying to carry everyone else's stress. If you keep saying yes to things that aren't your job, let me say that again. If you keep saying yes to things and to people that isn't your job or your place to be doing it, you don't have to do everything. That's not your job. You will be burnt out before the month is over. Literally, I feel that. I feel like if you continue on that path that it says, you're gonna crash. You're gonna crash and burn. And we all crash when we overwhelm ourselves and we have too many things and we take on too many responsibilities, and they're not even ours, most of them. You're taking on others because that's what we do. We like to help people. We like to try to do that. But don't rush any decision. So you might feel like a frantic and you need to do this, like an urge to fix things quickly. Please stop, halt, resist that. I know that's the hardest thing to do, but the reversal suggests that the path ahead isn't clear yet. So moving fast will only lead you in the wrong direction. Take your time, sit with it for a little while. Don't do anything crazy. Don't make any decisions yet. Stop and do time for you. And what to do, the things to do should be, to lighten your load immediately. Identify the top 3 things that are stressing you out, or 4 or 5. And then, ask yourself, does this have to be done by me? Or does it have to be done right now at this moment in time? And if the answer is no, drop it. To me, if that any of those things are a no, get rid of it, put it aside, drop it. Don't even think about it because it's not yours to do. Also, with the Nine of Cups, that's your secret weapon right now. Instead of looking for success out in the world, you got to look for things that make you happy. What makes you happy? Looking for, having success, being happy, being full at your home. Treat yourself to something small that makes you smile, because you're doing so much for everyone else. You're doing. They're taking. But what are you doing for yourself? You're lacking that time for yourself, and it's not always a luxury. It's a necessity for your mental health right now. Honestly, I feel that like you really need to take time for you and stop, put everything else on hold and everybody else on hold. Do for you, work on you. So, but also, since it ended with the Magician, that's a good thing. The Magician, for the next 2 weeks, are about gathering your resources, gathering the things that you need to get stuff done for you. You do not need to cast the spell yet. You just need to make sure you have the ingredients ready to do whatever you need to do. Organize your space, organize your thoughts, clear your schedule out, get your mind right. It's all about you. You need to, if you have to do meditation, sit down with yourself, sit with self. And that's the hardest thing to do sometimes for us, is to sit with self. But I'm telling you, it's definitely needed and it will help you tremendously. you know. So with the massive shift happening from like the with the wand card and which is a fire card, and the spirit, which is the magician. You're being trying to solve problems with hustle, like with and being fast about it and not thinking about it, but with hard work. But the other cards are also saying that the method is tapped out. For the next 2 weeks, the universe wants you to, it's telling you to use your mind, use your intuition instead of your muscles. Like sit down, relax, take a break. You deserve that. You know what I mean? You're worth it no matter what. No matter what everybody says, but you're no good to nobody if you're no good to yourself. So act like a queen who knows her power. Not a worker bee, like the crazy person go and do everything for everybody else who is trying to prove your worth. So, I just want everybody to see that those came out, and I felt like I needed to do this reading. I didn't have much time to schedule it because these cards kind of just came out at me after I did my reading for myself. So I felt like I needed to make sure I shared this because it was very weighing on me, on my heart, and in my head, saying that this message needs to get out. So if you're here today, can you please smash the like button, subscribe? I am so grateful for each and every one of you. I hope you enjoyed my reading. Please join me in for the next. We'll be doing. I try to do this daily. I was in transition of moving for the last couple months, so I wasn't on daily. I apologize for that. But to all my subscribers, welcome and back, and I'm glad that you're here. Anybody who's new here, welcome. Let me know in the comments below who you are. I try to give you a shout out. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. And remember, you're worth your love. And if nobody told you today that they love you, I do. So I love each and every one of you. Stay positive, guys. But work on you and let go. Let go. Stop doing for everybody else and 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 trying to save the day for everybody else. How about you try to do it for you and save the day for you? That's what the cards are saying. I love each and every one of you. Thanks for being here. This is Rachel saying, see y'all in the next. Thanks. Okay? Comment below. Let me know. I'll talk to you afterwards. Bye. I see somebody wrote they need their cards read. I can read your cards. I need to know your sign, dear. So I'm signing off for now. Thanks for being here. Love you all. See y'all in the next. Smash the like button. Thanks, guys. Comment below and let me know who you are. Love you.